Happy day, another Tech on Ice. First off, I want to give a shout out to some work colleagues, Jim and Anna. They found out I was doing these tech things in Cold Plunge and they thought, hey, why haven't you shouted us out? So, shout out to Jim and Anna. That means you have to watch this. I'll make sure you see it. I want to talk a little bit today about, we've talked about it to an extent. I had that when I kind of talked about .NET being the best web platform and all that stuff. In a similar vein, I think one of the things that you consistently see online and tech social media, tech influencers, blogs, whatever, it's like people get very opinionated about the language that we should be using as we build apps. There's this uh, language zealotry. I don't know if zealotry is a word, but I'm going to use it. Zealotry about, oh, this language is superior to this language, and this language sucks, and this language that has been around for 6 months is the cure to all of our ails as developers. And I think one of the things that I've continually seen, and this is something that's been going on forever, right? Like, I think the best part about developers is we have opinions, and the worst part about developers is that we have opinions, right? But I think just sometimes it can go very badly. I was having a conversation with some colleagues, and they were talking about a customer they were working with that had recently, at the C level, so a CTO, CIO, decided to make technology decisions or instill technology decisions based on their own opinion on what the best technology is. I think that there's a lot of danger in that. One, because how many CIOs, CTOs, have their finger on the pulse of like what the best technologies are to use. They might have conversations with analysts or with vendors or anybody else to shape an opinion, but have they actually used the tool, right? I think that's really important, is that the farther up the food chain you go in the corporate structure, the farther away you get from technology, and the more you lean into strategy and you rely on your subject matter experts to be able to help you shape that strategy. So if you have like an executive who's saying, we should be using this language because I don't like this language, that's a problem, right? That's kind of like, that's a red flag, as the kids will say. It's a red flag. Also, we don't do business with this vendor because I used to work there and I had a really bad experience. Also, kind of a red flag. I guess the point I'm trying to make is like, don't let, or if you're down at the level of just an end-line developer or front-line developer, you might not have a lot of say in like the technology decisions that your company makes. But I think you do have the ability to let your manager know. If enough people on your team believe that, your manager can be aware, then they can make their manager aware, and so on and so forth. And I think that you really do need like a ground-up approach to instill technology decisions. Does that mean that your opinion is better than that of somebody higher up than you? No. But I think that one of the things that is really important as we're making these technology decisions is to have enough opinions to shape an opinion that is grounded in reality. Because I'll be real. I love .NET. I think .NET is the best language to do a lot of things. But would I say to somebody who's building embedded systems, like, hey, don't build this in Rust or C++, like build it in C#? Like, no, I wouldn't do that. Not to say that you can't, but sometimes some tools are better for certain jobs, or yeah, I think that's the primary challenge that we're continually seeing. And you're getting into these, you see these echo chambers of like, oh, these are all the Python people, these are all the JavaScript Node people, these are all the .NET people, these are the Java people, so on and so forth. And what you'll quickly see if you work at a big company is that every technology is used because every team finds the best technology to solve their problem. But when you have somebody at the executive level saying, I know that like we have some .NET, we have some Python, maybe we even have some Ruby, but I really love Java. So we should all learn Java, or we should all learn Go. And we should be rewriting our apps, or all new apps that we're going to build are going to be in Java and Go. This is just examples. I'm not using a very specific this isn't grounded. Like, this doesn't have an example that actually happened. My point that I'm trying to make is like, don't let the decisions of people that haven't touched actual editors or IDEs in 10 plus years be telling you what sort of technology you should be using. Vote with your feet. So find companies that are more grounded in that regard. Raise these up to your manager saying, like, I know that C executive wants Java, or C executive wants Go, or C executive wants PHP, for God's sakes. But that's not the best technology for what we're trying to solve. I think you have the same thing with like containers and microservice architecture, like we talked about that, right? Like, don't let zealotry dictate the technology decisions that you make. Try to get differing opinions, try to have dialogue, and make the decisions that are going to be the best fit for the product, the project, the organization, the company, but most importantly, use the technologies that you want to use. No one wants to be working with the technology stack they don't want to use. So hopefully that's helpful. I hope you like this one. If you think, hey, no, my language is the best language out there, please, like, just use it, and you'll want to go to that language, and you're not going to want to use any other program language. Comment down below what your favorite language is. Sure, why not? We'll do that. Comment down below what your favorite language is. Also, share and like and subscribe if you like this sort of content of me in a tub full of cold water. I hope you enjoy this one, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.